Joining us, stock just taking slight cues from the management, but moving on to another one, that's Hindustan Tin Works. The top management joining me right here in the Delhi studio with us is Sanjay Bhatia. He's the MD of the firm. They've entered a new joint venture, and that's what we're going to talk about. Can you take us to the financial side of the joint venture? What kind of benefits do come in and by when?
You see, we have signed the joint venture with this company, Rexam PLC UK, which is the world #1 company in beverage cans. So they have presence in 20 countries and they have 100 plants. So with their joining in this project, so they have already decided to, in principle, agreed to take 51% share in this company. This business from Hindustan Tin will go to a new company, which would be a joint venture company. So Rexam will have 51% stake in that, and Hindustan Tin will have 49% stake in that.
What will be the impact on the top line, and by when will you see it?
No, the joint venture is being signed, and we hope to complete all the formalities in a month or so. And since we had already executed the plan, and we are at a very advanced stage of implementation of the and we expect to be in production by November, December, end of the year. So this is what is going to happen.
Right, Mr. Bhatia, you talk about a joint venture, but just to focus on your company for a second, and obviously some kind of returns would flow into your company as well, given that you're a 49% stakeholder. Looking at your past financial performance, analysts have raised questions about the model that you've followed, but yes, there is a top line demand certainly. Can you give us a peep into how the numbers are going to look like, given the fact that you are obviously aggressively expanding right now?
You see, this as I said, that this business initially was planned in Hindustan Tin Works, and with Rexam coming up, so obviously the benefits would accrue to Hindustan Tin Works also in this company. And since we will be now following the standard operating procedure and some of the can designs which are internationally already established and which are acceptable to these multinationals and these companies, which prospective potential customers. So one is that the marketing would be much superior. The product first time right we will be doing. So from that point of view, the assurance on the market is there, and then the capacity utilization you see of the proposed unit. We already have the excellent feedback from the customers, and the demand growth we have seen, especially in the beer and beverage segment. In the last 1 year, the growth had been about 70% in particular demand. So from that point of view, the capacity utilization which we had initially been planning would be much faster. With Rexam coming in,
I have to ask you this one question which Shelley was asking at the cost of repeating. How does this change the numbers game? Because at the end of the day, investors would like to know, how does it change the balance sheet picture?
You see, obviously the profits will flow into the Hindustan Tin Works from that company.
How much are we talking about it?
Well, we work out the exact numbers, but obviously there would be potential figures which would be coming up to the Hindustan Tin Works, this company, and the shareholders at large would be benefited, obviously.
Right, so you're not saying it could be 10%, 20%?
Well, I would say that yes, about 10% or so, roughly, yes.
Okay, so that's the answer that we were looking for. Thanks very much for joining in.